and we're having a look at the game so far. It's proving a bit tricky. Um, so the AI has been ramped up by the devs, and give you an example, they've got two armoured fighting vehicles and a combat recon. The armoured fighting vehicles and the recon, they're levelling them up, so we're going to have some pretty tough battles. It's not just going to be a case of walking through them. Stack of 3 combat recons there, and one down there. So I've taken a lot of punishment, and I'm just putting together some main battle tanks. I've just built a load of main battle tanks quickly. I've got like 5 now, just combining together, just to go through Italy to see if I can take it once and for all. It's been a bit of a struggle, and making good progress, and coming out here into Poland. So the other unusual thing about this game is that I'm at war with 10 nations. A load of these countries declared war on me. Not entirely sure why, but I've only myself deliberately gone to war with, maybe 3 or 4. So very tough game, just getting through the initial bits. It's blood and oil. We're in a team battle against, it'll be against Meliodas, the other YouTube player, and his team, his crew. And my boys are doing their bit. Tim expanded out there, and he's expanding out into Spain as well. I think they're probably finding the same problems I've got. Jonathan's done Norway and Sweden very nicely. Probably starting to experience my problems with the AI, although Tim's doing very nicely here. He's got 4 strike fighters, and then a load of motorised infantry and combat recon. Looks like London's ready to take. London's going to be falling, and I'll just show you a bit of what I've been doing in infrastructure, because it's pretty good. Rare materials, I've put arms industry, a military hospital, and an underground bunker. That's going to give me a really good base sort of starting growth point for getting the rare materials in. And then same with petrol cities, level 2 bunker, especially helpful being at war with 10 nations. So I think I'll upgrade my bunkers actually, and that's going to help with the resources. And we'll just have a look through. So I thought petrol was going to be a really important thing to have, because it looked like the units take up a huge amount, but it's building nicely. I've got 21,000, but you see these like petrol refineries, and I thought it was going to be a thing. So I've built a local industry level 3 on it, and also combat outposts. Combat outposts are going to increase the morale on it to increase the amount of resources I'm getting, and I've got this one as well. I did the same. I could increase the, build a higher level combat outpost on there to increase the morale and the production, but I don't really need the production. And Jonathan and Tim are not really, they're not really asking me for any trades on the oil. There's nothing obvious I can see that I know it would be from them. I've got 24,000, so yeah, I'll just buy stuff up from the shop when I can. That'll do 8,000 left, so I've got all the important stuff. Wiped out all the rare materials. You get the offers you see. They're often just for you. So yeah, it's just components left to buy. So I'll get into the components next. I could buy a few. I've got 8,000 left, but I don't want to run out of money. Buy 250. Because the main battle tanks are taking up a lot of the components, but they're just I'm just building them to help me take Europe. They're not part of the main war plan. So I can show you that. And I built a couple of naval troops to take over these islands. That's the only way you can get on them. And then got a few National Guard for city sitting, but I think I'm going to have to beef it up and go for something a bit more serious. So mechanized are pretty good, aren't they? Need a few more rare materials before I can research them. And I've researched some stuff, some entry level stuff. So I've got options. So mobile anti-air, AA, good for the helicopters. 5.5 against helicopters, 4 against planes, 1 against missiles for the AA, mobile anti-air, and then the SAM, mobile SAM, is only good against planes and missiles. A little bit better against missiles than the AA, 2 versus 1, but the planes it's really good. But obviously completely, nothing against the helicopters. So it's a tough one. I've researched rocket launchers, and I'll be starting to build rocket launchers. That's not going to be a surprise, because that's just what you build anyway. It's going to help me get through some of these territories as well. So after this main battle tank is built, I've got rockets lined up and then another arms industry. But if I show you where I'm up to overall, you can see here, if I sort by manpower, shows you all my home cities. We've got a bunker on all of them apart from the capital, because you don't necessarily need it on the capital. Building a strike fighter. I've got one strike fighter at the moment already as well. Level 4 army base for the rockets. Then you can see here I've got level 5 arms industry on 4 of my cities, and then I'm building up some more. A few hospitals to help with population growth, which ultimately helps with resource production. And then over here I've got a couple of resource tiles. Oh, this one's been taken. Ouch! Because I built local industries on the on that one, and this one as well. So yeah, just need to start finishing off some of these wars, building up some bigger stacks so they don't get taken down as easy. Sending these guys off to take the cities as National Guard and a motorised infantry. But yeah, they've been pumping out the there we go, level 2 army base. They've been pumping out the armoured fighting vehicles. So level 2 there. Yeah, level 2. This is where a bomber would come in handy, so I could start bombing some of this infrastructure. Oh great, I've got 2 strike fighters now. So yeah, we can start putting them to work. Got a hospital on the airbase so they can heal as they rest. But I could do with upgrading that, so let's do that. Start that working, and we're in 4 times speed, so it says it'll take a day, but it will take a quarter of a day, which is what, 6 hours. So that'll be ready by the morning, and these strike fighters can replenish and just keep attacking people with them, and then they'll heal quite quickly. So that's going to be a really good resource. Got to be careful when attacking armoured fighting vehicles, because they've got 2 defence against the air. So yeah, make sure I don't bite off more than I can chew. Could do with more supplies and components as well. The classic one, once you get into it. So where are we? Munich is a supplies city, and we've got level 5 arms, level 1 military hospital, level 1 underground bunkers, and we're on 74% morale. So I could definitely do with improving my underground bunkers. So let's go on around 2 for all of the cities, and that's going to really boost my resources, because I'm at war with so many nations, or so many nations are at war with me. So we'll I'll have to ask Jonathan and Tim. Underground bunkers level 3, don't need those yet. I'll queue up. I'm just queuing up underground. I've got the Security Council membership. Just helps you queue things up. Means you don't have to get up in the middle of the night, or you can just keep building stuff. Underground bunkers level 1 on the capital. Yeah, we will, because we're on 95%. That should be 100% morale. Okay, well, anyway, we queued up a load of stuff. And, yeah, we're just going to try and expand now again. The initial wave of expansion went well, but I hit a bit of a brick wall once the AI started to pump out the armoured fighting vehicles. And I just had the recons and some troops, so... yeah, now I've got the battle tanks. That should punch through a bit quicker. I do want to research armoured fighting vehicles as well. Just need more rare materials. I'm producing 65 an hour on the rares. So, yeah, just need to improve the morale, close off a few wars, and get the job done, really. We can see here that Turkey, interestingly, has expanded here. This is Meliodas himself. I'm sure I'm not saying that right. So he's just taken over these. This lighter sort of sandy colours Egypt, his other player. And you can see he's being a bit patchy. I'd imagine it's where he's sent troops off to land grab, and he's hit the same problem I have, maybe the armoured fighting vehicles. And then here's Saudi, they're the other player. And again, yeah, they've just gone straight for the victory sites. So they're getting a lot of rare materials. So Egypt, Turkey's got a petrol victory site. Saudi's got a rare materials victory site. They've got a lot of the victory sites. We're at a huge deficit on that. But equally, we've got the Security Council membership, and they don't have, I don't think, so we can queue stuff up. I'm pretty keen to go for this rare materials mining facility just to boost the rares coming in. It only gives you an extra 585, and if you have a look at just a normal city that you take over, it's 163. So for every victory site you've got for the rare materials, if I just take 3 rare materials cities, that would be roughly comparable. And then what you can do is start to build local industries and arms industries. You can annex it to double the production, and of course the underground bunkers. The underground bunkers will probably do the most for the least investment because they bring the morale up, and then the higher the morale, the more resources you get. So just building away, just started. I did a huge infrastructure investment at the start. I always do. And then the units come a bit later, but then once the units come, they can really come. So that's kind of the phase I'm in at the moment. We'll get an update from Jonathan and Tim as well at some point. But for now, it's over and out.